Why you should date a Chinese guy.
First, we pay our bills. Second, you can come to China for free. Third, we know Kung Fu. We can protect you.
Oh, really?
Let me tell you why you need to date an Asian man. If you're dating someone, great, move along. We don't need you in the comments. But if you're not, here are 3 reasons why you should date an Asian man. Number 1, we cook great food. Without a doubt, like, Asian food, mwah. And it's not like lo mein or like kung pao chicken. No, I'm talking about like authentic Asian food. Like food that will make you come back again. Number 2, fashion. I feel like most of us have a good sense of fashion. And number 3, look at her skin. Just looks beautiful. Do you hear that? That is a rice cooker happening. Yes, we always have rice on hand. So go date yourself a local Asian.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Miracle, and on this channel I post a lot of videos about love between Black women and Chinese men, love between Black women and men of other race. Also, sometimes I post this kind of video that I'm about to make. So let's talk about the reason why a lot of women now want to marry Chinese men, because previously nobody look at Chinese men, and like, yeah, nobody, like, previously nobody pay attention to Chinese men. I kind of feel like even before, Korean men have more upper hand than Chinese men previously, but recently there's this attention drawn to Chinese men. So let's talk about the reason why a lot of people want to marry Chinese men. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share my videos with your friends and family, and be sure you leave a comment below. Let's go.
This is my dad, okay, Chinese dad. He cooks, he cleans, he does everything, and now he's retired, but he used to be the breadwinner of the family. My mom literally does nothing. She doesn't do anything, okay? And there are no handsome Chinese guys in Texas, okay? There are only Chaz most of the time in Texas. So look, I'm vouching for Chinese guys.
Here are the 4 signs that you should start dating a Chinese guy. Number 1, you want a guy to be generous to you. You want them to pay the bill for the first day. Second, you want a man his action speaks louder than words. Number 3, you want a guy never rush you to do anything you want to do.
Why don't we just try Chinese man? If you can date a Chinese man like me, you will feel very lucky because you don't have to worry about money anymore. And we'll do a great job in educating our children. Unlike American, Chinese are very generous in spending money for their girlfriend. And people like me who start from nothing, we have experienced a lot of bitterness and hardships, so we can help our girlfriends to grow and broaden their horizon. And we're very gentle and humble. I myself never have a fight with my girlfriend. When my girlfriend got upset, I would just buy her a present like Gucci or LV bag. When it comes to children education, we value education so much. You see, there's so many Chinese Americans are in Ivy League school now. If Chinese food is great, why don't we just try Chinese man?
Why I married a Chinese man. Today is 5/20, China's Valentine's Day. Chinese people rarely says those 3 words because in China, love is not about saying, it's about actions.
Guys, I'll try to be fast because my battery is giving issue. I'll still come and tell you what is happening. So what I feel like is main issue that made a lot of people drawn to Chinese men is because a lot of people, or the Chinese people, are selling Chinese men as providers, like men who provide for you. They do not just provide for you, they take care of you, and also they take care of the house, they cook for you. Remember, we are in the age of 50-50. 50-50 used to be a Western thing that is only seen in the West, but right now everybody, due to social media, everybody is talking about 50-50. Even in places like Africa, where men are dominant, where men have like 100% right over women, they are still talking about 50-50. What do you bring to the table? Because of this, a lot of women are seeking men who will give them financial security and men who will provide for them. There's nothing like a provider in the family. No woman wants to marry a man where you be stressed and you be thinking about 50-50. Though a lot of Chinese men do not totally provide, or do not totally become man of the house, but for the fact that they are promoting them as men who provide for their women. This is the reason why a lot of women are drawn to them recently. It is also important to look beyond what social media promotes and look for your reality, because sometimes the reality is far different from the social media promotion. In as much as they promote Chinese men as perfect men who provide, men who cook, sometimes it's not like that in reality. Sometimes you see them in reality, their women provide. Especially here in China, a lot of homes are being run by the women, while the men are there to support in house chores. So it is very, very important to understand that not every Chinese man is the kind of man that will pay your bills, buy you Gucci bag, buy you all those things. Also, based on what I understand, when Chinese men date Chinese women, they treat them better as to when they date foreigners, which is the reason why most of them are running away trying to date foreigners right now, because Chinese women tend to be over demanding. I feel like sometimes when they date Chinese women, their custom and culture force them to buy all those Gucci bag and all those ones we are seeing. And when they date foreigners, they may not be obligated to do that. They may do little or even treat you like the men of your country, or even worse than men of your country. It is very, very important to overlook all those things. And anywhere you find love, you go for it. It does not matter the place where that person come from. Based on my experience with Chinese men, I honestly feel like a lot of them still have deep understanding of Chinese culture, like only Chinese culture. They only understand Chinese culture. They do not understand how outside world function, and sometimes it can be very, very hard if you're dating those kind of people who only understand their own way, who are not even willing to understand your own culture. Tell me, how many Chinese men married to African eat African food? How many Chinese men married to African, you see African culture in their marriage? Then check how many white men married to African woman and you see African culture in their marriage. You see that man eating fufu, you see that man eating rice, you see that man eating all deep African food. But have you seen that with China? No. Rather, once they marry you, you do away with all your culture or everything about you and adapt to their own culture and their own dishes, which to me is not something that I am willing to do, honestly. If I'm going into a relationship with any person, it has to, like, that person has to come and meet me at the middle. I don't have to leave everything I know and follow your own way because I'm married to you. My children have to understand my culture. They have to know my dishes. They have to know their background. So it is very, very important to do your research. Also, I feel like Chinese men outside of China are far, far more better than Chinese men that grew up in China and understand only Chinese. Like those ones, it's like hitting on brink wall. But guys, I want to know what you think in the comment section.